This changes everything we knew about the Winnipeg Jets, as this series just took a major turn and changes are imminent for the Winnipeg Jets. We're going to break that down, as well as on the other side, the Dallas Stars and their star players absolutely ripping up the league. We're going to break it all down in this episode of Hat-Trick HQ. But before we do that, a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button. About 72% of you who watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on around the NHL, the Dallas Stars, and the Winnipeg Jets, this is the place to be for all your daily NHL news. Go down below, hit that free subscribe button. And again, you get to stay up to date with everything that's happening around the league. But let's dive right into it today, KC. We all knew that this was going to be a story again in the second round, and we have to talk about it. Connor Hellebuyck, he has not been good. And don't worry, Dallas Stars fans, we will get to the Dallas Stars in a couple of minutes. But man, this series has taken a major turn, and for one reason in particular I want to get to as well, but one of them for sure, and you can see Leaf fans chiming in, the Winnipeg Jets, frauds, all this stuff being thrown out there on X, on Reddit. Connor Hellebuyck hasn't been good enough, especially on the road in these playoffs. Every goalie with a road save percentage lower than 800 in a single playoff run, minimum 5 games played, Connor Hellebuyck this season. That is the only person on the list. Not a good list to be on. And besides that, on the other side, and Jake Ottinger, who's been fantastic and been fantastic ever since he came into the league with the Dallas Stars, he said that other than winning the cup, being the USA Hockey starter is his number one goal. And I think in this series, he's showing that maybe he is the starter over Connor Hellebuyck at this point. But before we dive into anything else, what are your thoughts on the goaltending situation in this series? And not just this series, but the entire playoff run and every playoff run for the Winnipeg Jets with Connor Hellebuyck in net.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, we seen coming into this series, we were like, okay, we got two of the best American goalies right now going head to head. Both of them are going to be playing at the top of their game, and that's not what we're seeing. I mean, Ottinger's clearly run away with his case to be the starter for Team USA at the Olympics right now because, I mean, Hellebuyck, like you said, he can't find a groove at all. And coming into this series, I said after that, the momentum, I thought this guy was going to get his game back, and we just haven't seen that. He hasn't been himself. I don't know if he's dealing with something, injury-wise or something like that that's leading him to, have these down numbers that we're not used to seeing from Hellebuyck. But this guy is just, he isn't the same player that we've seen in the regular season. I mean, he's always a guy who makes clutch saves, keeps the team in the game. But right now, he's posting, I believe, almost 4 goals against average. I mean, he's letting in almost 4 a game right now in the playoffs, which in the playoffs, you're not going to win games at that. And I mean, a lot of the blame is coming on Hellebuyck here, but you do kind of have to shift blame onto the offense as well, because you're not going to beat this Dallas Stars team by only scoring 1 or 2 goals a game. It is not going to happen. But I think Hellebuyck, there has been times where there has been shots coming on the net that he should save, and that derails the momentum of the Winnipeg Jets. But it's definitely looking like Ottinger's the best goalie right now. He put up a .969 save percentage last night and has really been able to keep this Dallas Stars team into it and give them that extra momentum boost that they had to go out and score those goals.
Absolutely. I think you make a good point about those back-breaking goals where you let one in that maybe shouldn't go in, and if you're Connor Hellebuyck on top of it, the whole Jets team just becomes deflated because of it. You're like, oh man, we got to fight back that much harder now. And like you mentioned too, in terms of the offense, you're not going to beat this Dallas Stars team if you're not scoring goals, because they're going to score against you, so you need to score goals as well. And as you can see here, the top line center and starting goaltender on the road for the Jets this playoffs, so not the entire playoffs, just on the road, which is a topic of conversation, something I want to talk about later in the video in terms of the Dallas Stars and what they do well as well. 0 goals, assists, points for Mark Scheifele. 0, 4 shots on goal. He's been outscored 7-3 at 5-on-5, outchanced 38-24 5-on-5, and he has a 29.51% expected goals percentage. That is awful on the road for Mark Scheifele in the top line. And Connor Hellebuyck on the road, a 793 save percentage. I mean, those are like World of Chell numbers on NHL 25. That is just egregious, honestly. And just, again, he has 24 goals against on the road, and he didn't even finish a road game in the first round against St. Louis. It's been tough for Jets fans. There are some bright lights still, of course, on the team, but this has been a tough series. And if you take a look at this too, after Stuart Skinner's shutout in Game 4, Connor Hellebuyck dead last in the league in save percentage for the 2025 playoffs. I mean, that just can't happen if you want to win a Stanley Cup and you want to be the best goaltender in the league. Now, any final thoughts, Casey, on the Winnipeg Jets? We're going to move over to the Dallas Stars and some things they're doing well, but any final thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets? Because it looks like their season, it's certainly on the line. I think they can get one more win, but it's going to be tough to win 3 games in a row against the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, they got a lot to fight back from here. I mean, they really need to pull it together and do a full 180 if they even have a shot at coming back in this series. And Darius, I kind of want to ask you a question before we move on to the Dallas Stars. I mean, you see Hellebuyck is the last out of the entire playoffs in goaltending. At what point is Arneal going to say, hey, we got to try Comrie here?
You can't, and that's the thing, because the team doesn't play well in front of Comrie, and we saw it all season. Whatever it is, I'm sure they love him, but they do not play well and cannot score in front of that goalie. I don't know if they're playing scared in front of him, because again, everything goes through your goaltender. The confidence of the team, I think, goes through your goaltender. So I honestly don't think you can. I don't know if you feel any differently, but I just don't think you can, and that is scary if you're a Jets fan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're down 3-1 in the series. Your goaltender's bad on the road. Yes, he has looked better at home, so I think you do ride it out this next game with Hellebuyck. There's no doubt about it. But, I mean, if you win this game at home and you go back on the road, there's going to be some very interesting questions to be asked on whether, Hellebuyck is going to be starting or Comrie is. It's going to be very interesting to see, but I don't know if it's going to make it that far in the series.
Coaches do some weird things on the road and in playoff series sometimes. I've seen crazier things, but to move over to the Dallas Stars, one of the most underrated players in the entire league, I think, in Mikael Granlund. Hat trick last night, unbelievable performance. Some of his goals that he scored were eerily similar to the ones he scored in the Four Nations face-off. I say eerily similar; they're actually exactly the same. Like if you put them side by side, this video from Bleacher Report is insane. Like they're exactly the same. So that was fun to watch as well. I mean, again, they won 3-1. They're up 3-1 in the series. He was the reason that they won, and that's just what the Dallas Stars are. They're so dynamic this year. Who's going to score for you? Is it going to be Rantanen, who's going off with crazy numbers? Is it going to be Mikael Granlund, who takes over a game? Is it going to be Jason Robertson, who hasn't even really inserted himself into the playoffs yet, which is pretty scary if you have to play the Dallas Stars? So things are rolling for the Dallas Stars. What do you make of what Dallas has done so far in these playoffs? And also Mikael Granlund, like seemingly out of nowhere, I want to say, and I think most people would say that, but he's been doing this the whole time. Like one of the best underrated players in the entire league.
Man, the Finnish connection has been unreal in Dallas. I mean, Rantanen and Granlund together, they looked great in Four Nations, and now we're getting to see it to get them play together as well as they were in that tournament now in this playoffs. I mean, that second goal Granlund scored last night might have been one of the most disgusting goals I've ever seen. He was looking past the whole time. He didn't even look at the net and shot it top corner over the glove of Hellebuyck. I mean, this is the game this guy had last night. He was just on fire. Everything was hitting the back of the net. I believe he went 3 for 3 last night, Darius. Yeah. Scoring 3 goals on 3 shots. So that's great to see him, kind of prove some of the doubters wrong. I don't think he had many doubters coming into the trade after San Jose, but I mean, a lot of people may have thought they might have given up a little bit too much for him. But I mean, we've seen CC log a lot of numbers. He was a part of that trade when Heiskanen was out, and then now we see the payoff of this trade in the playoffs with him going out, getting a hat trick, and securing that crucial win for this team.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted, more depth, right? Dallas Stars, especially on the offensive side. They are so deep this year, way better than last year. And even the defense isn't, too far away from what they were last year. I think they're a little bit weaker, at least on paper, in terms of defense. But the team structure and what they're doing right now, they're dismantling, honestly, a very good team. So, it's been incredible to watch. And again, everyone with a hat trick in the second round this year, Mikael Granlund and Mikko Rantanen, same team, Dallas Stars, Finnish connection. So that's been very fun to watch, and it's going to be interesting to see what the Winnipeg Jets do with Connor Hellebuyck moving forward and if they make any lineup changes. But we want to hear what you have to say in the comments about the Winnipeg Jets and Connor Hellebuyck, and of course the Dallas Stars. And Stars fans, your support has been unbelievable on the channel, as well as has Jets fans and of course Blues fans, everybody who subscribed to the channel. And again, hit that subscribe button. It is free. You get to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the league. And we are getting teed up for a very crazy Western Conference final here. Again, it's not over. It's not over yet. But, man, the Dallas Stars are good on home ice, and they have one more home game left. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But let us know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything going on in the NHL.